to introduce myself if you have not met me. I know all the students know who I am. Some of them like me, some think I'm okay, I think. But I think overall, I think I'm all right. My name's Laura Wolke, and I am the area representative for Dehan Education. And on behalf of everyone from Dehan Education in Cincinnati and all the host families, I would like to especially thank our wonderful families who traveled from Shanghai. That is amazing. You have the best, you are constantly smiling. I told my family that you are wonderful families. Thank you so much for making the trip to come here to visit your your children, to celebrate their graduation, to support them, to travel across the world. That's wonderful, and I just can't say enough. I wish I could speak to you in English, but I think we share a smile, and we know we care about your children together. So, and I love seeing you sit next to one another, because I could pick a lot of your parents out. Like Tom, I knew who your dad was. That is so cool. And Rose, I was like, there's Rose's mom, looks just like her. So that is very exciting to me, to see your faces with your children. That's awesome. So thank you so much. And I want to thank the host families. Wow, you have done an amazing job this year, and it has not always been easy, we know that. But these children have grown, they are still growing, and I think when they go back to Shanghai, to IEUSA, they are really going to realize, wow, I did a great thing. I went to another country, I made new friends, I spoke English when it was difficult, and sometimes I didn't want to. I ate new food. So you have really allowed them to have this experience. I can't thank you enough. That's huge. It's wonderful that they will carry that with them all their lives. I do. I was an exchange student, and that's why I love cultural exchange. I love seeing new faces and learning about other countries, and I know that your families and your children will be the same way. So thank you so much for giving them this opportunity, host families, and rising to the occasion. So we are missing some people here, but we're going to go ahead and start, and I'd like to introduce Edgar. Edgar is the owner of International Education USA. So the school where the students come from, that we hear a lot, or you see a lot in my emails, are IEUSA students. And Edgar traveled all the way here. So I'd like to welcome Edgar, and he's going to share a little information, I think, about the school.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank you to all the homestay family. You've done a wonderful job. I know this group's quite large, and also some new family, homestay families, and some are familiar with the last time. We do have more students coming in. Now, news I want to share with everyone, just about 2 weeks ago, I signed a contract with UCLA, which means the group of students today sitting here, tomorrow when they go back to China, they can apply for UCLA AP course in our campus. We got all the professor and the teacher assistant from UCLA. So I hope, because they deeply with high academic university here, we're very proud of this information coming, and this group can have this opportunity for study the course before they went to the university. Another thing is I want to share with everyone is this time I think of the large group from parents group from China. Last trip, I think we have about 13, 14 families coming. Now, this time we nearly got about 40 parents coming. So it's large groups coming. Next year, we have an even bigger. Everyone lady want to come in for join this program. Some homestay family maybe remember, my first groups coming in. Wendy, everyone, there was the first families groups coming about 2 years ago. They are actually coming to my office before the Christmas. They are all study at the university at the USA. we're very proud of it because even, student come in and they say, Edgar, we got a first grade A at the university first year. So why they had it? Because the experience they had in the high school is a benefit for the students. That's why they're successful in the university. So homestay experience, the communication skills, and also help them for success in the culture, That's the way they do it. So thank you very much for this opportunity to us. Thank you. And also, last group, which is the last year, I'll remember, we all got a university, at least it was 5 university for person for the acceptance. We all got a university, but this year, I heard, this afternoon, some students maybe in Ohio University, they will stay in homestay family, contact homestay family here, travel here, before they go into the university. So some students already encountered homestay. So it's really proud of it. Thank you for all homestay, It's a good opportunity for us. And also, I'm going to invite 20 students from Wonderwoods on my scholarship base, going to have a soccer for tournament, international soccer tournament. There will be departure on the 10th of July, come back on the 20th. It's 12 countries international tournament in Shanghai. The group from Wonderwoods Soccer is done whole United States. So you are representing a country in Shanghai. That's the second time. It's very big, very big. There are, at the moment, is a visa process. I will meet there in Shanghai for your students coming in. So we get on with it very well. I hope your children can have an exchange opportunity studying in Shanghai. And I will, like a family, welcome them. Thank you.
And just so you know, IE USA students, my son Elliot Wolke is coming. He's one of the soccer players, so you better be nice to him. But you can give him a hard time. You take him out, play basketball, play soccer, he'll do anything. He knows. He knows to try it all in Shanghai, so please welcome him. All your smiling faces. And next up, we're going to hear from Roy, and Roy is the math teacher at IE USA.
I want to appreciate this privilege to be here, to be a part of this great program. And first, I want to thank all the host families. You take care of our kids, you love our kids, you treat them as your own kids. So yeah, here I thank you very much for that. Second, I want to thank all the natural parents from China. You traveled a lot of miles to be here to share this joyous with us, and I hope you can enjoy your trip in the United States. Thank you. Last but not least, I want to thank all the students. You're trying very hard. You trust us, because study and living in another country is very difficult, but we made it. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, next.
Okay, so I'd like to share a special thank you with all of our host families. And the students have something they'd like to present to say thank you, and I'm hoping that the host families could come up one by one and maybe share a little bit about their experience. Emma and Lydia, come on over. All right, everyone, so this is Emma. Emma, raise your hand. This is Emma and Lydia. Lydia, raise your hand. And they're hosted by the Spielmans, Marlene and Bill. So this is, and the students, this is Lydia and Emma, and hosted by Bill and Marlene Spielman. And they're going to share a little bit, that's okay, about their experience hosting Lydia and Emma this year.
Lydia and Emma have been a real delight. We have really enjoyed them. They have made our lives very fun this year. Emma? After dinner, will never be the same without you there. Game night, you've always made it hilarious, always made it fun, and we've really enjoyed you. Lydia, you have grown so much. You actually touch uncooked food now. You are our grill master. You've done a great job. And I truly will miss you both. We have enjoyed you so much. And I will tell you that when you go back to China, go to college, have your families, remember, both of you, that you have parents in the United States that will be praying for you. God has a destiny for you, and I hope you find it. You are awesome young ladies. You will always be in our hearts. We love you. We love you too.
So these flowers I'm hoping you could plant this summer, and they can be with you all summer as when your students go back to China. And how about Leslie McNeil? Come on up. So Leslie's a neighbor of mine, and I just so happened to basically knock on her door and share information about possibly hosting an exchange student or two. Leslie, it was the perfect timing, and she was pretty excited about the possibility of doing it. I think a little apprehensive, and then these two young men, wonderful young men, Eric and Ricky, showed up. So let's hear a little bit about what she can tell us about their school year.
You have to get it close. I know. Eric and Ricky have been a real blessing to our family. I always wanted to have a lot of kids, and my husband comes from a family of 10 kids. So when he said, I think 2 is good, I was very surprised. And so Eric and Ricky have become, in a lot of ways, our extended family. And some of my favorite times were after dinner. We would have dinner, and then we would talk for sometimes a very long time, and hearing how they viewed the world and being able to exchange ideas. And their sense of humor is great. And there are some things that surpass culture and identity and boundaries that make us all very human. And it was simply a wonderful experience, and I could not have asked for a better set of students to have in our home.
Yay, thank you. Yeah, do you want to say something too? Yeah.
First, we are really happy and proud to live with Leslie McNeil. First, I want to say he has 2 sons, so that's also we also got 2 brothers, and they're really nice and helpful. So every time we have like any things need to help, they will offer a lot of help for me, both on study and on our living things, we always like have a conversation like after dinner every day. It's kind of common little pieces, things in our daily life, but also a lot of like means a lot to us. It makes our life, more colorful, so we can share our experience here, and also to hear about how Leslie working everything. And so this is how we change. To exchange our ideas and learn everything, learn cultural, learn different things. So I think it's really helpful.
Thank you.
I would translate what I say.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, that's fine, yeah.
Perfect.
我就用中文跟大家稍微说一下吧，因为张杰会跟 Leslie 刚才都是用英文说的。然后我想要说的话就是刚才他们说的，就是我们饭后的话会进行一些交流，然后其中这个交流的话就是我们会讨论一些关于，比如说一些比较有趣的话题啊，或者说就一些关于政治啊，或者说是教育这些东西的话，是中国跟美国相对来说差异的比较大的地方。然后 Leslie 跟我们说的话呢，他就说，我们的话，我跟张建辉用了一种非常有趣的方式，用不同的视角来告诉他我们中国人对美国的看法，还有一些，比如说一些想法或者说什么，我们用不同的方式来表达，然后他觉得非常有趣，然后他也非常喜欢我们，然后他的住家和他们的孩子也非常喜欢我们，我们跟他们也就过得非常融洽吧。对，差不多就这样。
Can you say Bobby is like our third student?
好，然后 Leslie 刚才特别强调了一下，然后还有Bobby就是潘秉承，因为Bobby 经常会来我们家玩，所以说他就说Bobby就像是我们第3个小孩一样，就像我们第3个交流生一样，就我们过得也非常的开心。
我可以用英语给朱家
我待会儿跟他说的，我跟他说过。没，其实他差不多这样，我跟他说过。谢谢。然后 yeah, so thanks for everyone and yeah.
Thank you, Eric and Leslie. So this is Rhonda with Joy in China.
Joy in China. You know I was an exchange student many years ago, and I just wanted to give back because the family that I stayed with so many years ago, I'm still in touch with today. In fact, they might even be coming to my son's wedding very soon. So I hope that we can keep our relationship throughout the years and get to know you and your children in the future. And we're going to miss both of you very much.
Of course.
I still remember your first day when you came to my home and we got up to go to school very early in the morning, and you looked up to the sky and you saw the stars, and it really just shocked me because you two were so excited to see so many stars out, because you say you don't see those so often in China. And I hope you enjoyed your year here.
Yes.
You can speak in Chinese, it's fine.
Really?
Yeah. Relax. Now you're allowed to speak in Chinese. But you just have to hold it close. I'll hold it. Excuse me.
I can hold it. Thank you. 是不是应该先翻？亲爱的老师，晚上好。就真的觉得很幸运能够遇到这么好的住家吧，然后就是这种体验本来也不是很多，然后和大家同学们能够一起相聚在这边，然后也能够有一个很良好的环境，然后我觉得我们真的是碰到了最好的住家，然后对我们也非常的好，然后每天都就是怎么说非常友好吧，然后就觉得这样这是一种很好的体验在这边，然后我们可以得到许多的。就是可以得到许多的经验吧，算是很开心的一个经历吧。
Okay, yeah, we need you to do the English. You can do it. Come on, George.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold this. Everybody says they can hold it, but they can't. So.
I'm so shy, but I really like my host family, and they are very friendly, and I don't know how to say that, but really thanks for the host family. Like, so the conversation by my host mom, she will make me cry. Yeah.
Good job. Thank you. All right, Stephen, he's itching to get up here. Come on up, Stephen. Let's welcome the Schutte family. And so, Stephen's host dad is a teacher for Winton Woods Intermediate School, and he's not able to be with us here tonight. But this is Suzanne and their children. So I'm going to introduce.
Okay, I'm not very good at public speaking, so I just want to say how fun we've had having Steve with us. Pretty much since he first came, he jumped right in. We have 2 other kids. We've got an older daughter and a younger son. So he jumped right in with the family, get outside, they would play basketball, they'd go sled riding, played video games. I mean, he became one of their siblings. So it's been really nice. It's been great for them, hopefully great for Steve. That boy can eat. He says he's not hungry, and a minute later, his plate is full. But he's been a great joy to have, and we just hope that we can keep in touch and stay good friends.
I really appreciate that you guys like did everything for me, and I think it's like a gift from God, and you guys are the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Shuddies and Stephen. Don't forget your flower. Plant that for Stephen. All right, how about the Wiggins? Tim and Beth Wiggins and Tony Lou. Where's Tony? So Tony Lou is he's my front seat buddy. Whenever I would go pick him up, I don't know why, but he always ended up in the front seat on day 1. And so I actually understood Chinese yesterday because somebody took the front seat in the van and he said something to them in Chinese. And I said, did you tell him it's your seat? And we knew, right? So Tony's my front seat guy. And so this is Beth and Tim Wiggins, Tony's host. And let's see what they have to say.
Tony has been such a blessing for us. I've hosted before, but and I've hosted somebody else from an Asian country, and I wasn't sure about hosting from China, but Tony has proven and restored my faith in Asians. So we're very happy that he's been with us. He's kind of integrated himself into the family and became part of our family and has helped out and just been a real joy. We've loved enjoying him being with us and just his smile. I just love his smile. We're going to miss him a lot.
Talk about the snow shoveling. You do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Yeah.
All right. When it snowed, Tony, he kind of freaked out. He didn't know what snow was. But he was the first one to come out and shovel. I mean, when he shoveled. It was clear. But yeah, he's very helpful. He loves to cook, clean, and it's been a very blessing. We're going to miss him.
Yep. All right, Tony. I'm going to hold it for you. You'll have a hard time. You can speak in Chinese or English.
I'm really glad that I can meet a very good host family in this year, and I learned a lot in this year and changed a lot. I think my parents will be really surprised when I get back.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Hey, are you coming out? How about the Fujikawas? Because we have little Carlito here. Where's Bella? And Jessica? Their dad is working right now. Come on up, Arthur and Jax. Where's Jax? Jax, you gotta go get a flower for your host family. What? Roy, would you help him get a flower? Thank you. So this is Jessica hosting Arthur and Jax and Carlito and their daughter Bella, and I'll let you speak.
Hi. Jax and Arthur moved into our house about 2 months ago, and they've been amazing. It's been a very interesting year for us this year, but Jax and Arthur have definitely been very good, very respectful. They clean their room, which we love. I don't know. I love you guys are great. So thanks for making it easy for us.
Thank you, guys. And let's hear what you have to say.
Life is about happiness.
Good. Awesome. His life here is happiness, he said. That's nice. Thank you. And Jax?
I like my mom. We are family.
Good. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Actually, you've been hosted before. The last group you made that boys you've been hosted last.
We've been doing this for about 3 years. This past winter, one of our students that we first had actually is going to the University of Georgia this year, and he brought his girlfriend up to meet us at Christmas. So we've got a really good relationship. So if you're new to this, the relationships are there. You know, if you keep contact, they will come back and visit you. So thanks.
And how about Daniel Ray and Jada and Constance and Jenny? So Daniel's a Cincinnati police officer, and I'm really happy I got to know him. This has been very, very cool. I think you called me, I don't even remember, but went over to his house, super nice guy, Jada really nice, and we've had some interesting conversations and some fun moments. And I have to say, one time we were shopping at Jungle Gyms, and I saw Daniel with Constance and Jenny laughing over a big piece of meat that Constance had in her hands, and it was a lovely moment because they were just sharing giggles together, you know, shopping at Jungle Gyms, and I could tell he has done a wonderful job with these two girls, and Jada as well. So thank you.
This is my first time. I can say it was a good experience. I was the only guy in the house with 3 girls, so it was a little tough sometimes. A lot of drama sometimes. But overall, it was good. I really tried to get the 2 girls to kind of, you know, I just wanted them to feel like they was part of the family. That was my main goal. My main goal was to try to get them to feel like they was just part of the family. And I treated them just like I treated my daughter. And I think that's what helped me to have a pretty good relationship with both of the girls, because I just try to incorporate family with them, and they were embracing it. So it really made the difference. And I'm really hate to see them go, because it's kind of like they're part of the family, and you know it's really tough. So.
Thank you.
Jenny,
Jenny, can you say something, Jenny? Yes, you may.
首先，我的住家他是个很幽默风趣的人，然后谢谢他这段时间照顾我，然后我在这个家反正挺开心的吧，谢谢。
My father is just like our. He's a mother, also a father, and she really cares about us, and she always jokes something, and he said I'm a crying baby because I always cry. Water baby. But I will save it later because we still have a month to live with each other, and I really love him.
Sweet. Jada, do you want to say anything?
It's been a good experience. It's okay. Yeah, it was a good experience.
Okay, good job. Now, Nina and Tiana have been here the entire school year, so they came in the fall, and they're from a different area in China. And their host mom is Sandy Albers, and she's also host mom. And this is her granddaughter, Molly. Come on up, Molly.
She just said half of what I was going to say. But I've had the girls for 9 months, and you can have a baby in 9 months. It's been a joy having them because they're they didn't know each other, so seeing them get to know each other and laugh has been real enjoyable.
Yep. Nina? You can speak in Chinese or English. English. You can do English yourself.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
during the last 1 year, my grandma is I'm very thankful for what grandma did for us. She always be nice to us, and she always respects us for every decision we make. And just want to say thank you, grandma.
Good job. Tiana?
Thank you, grandma.
Good job.
Okay, who else? And how about the Fowlers? So this is David and Cassandra Fowler, and they have hosted, how many years have you hosted? 2. This is their 2nd year, and they had I think a difficult year last year. Okay, it was okay, but it was a little trying at times. And so I met them the first time this year. Actually, this is the first house that I went to. I learned about them first for hosting, and we talked, and they said, yeah, I think we'll try it again. And so, I don't know, I read about Bobby and thought, he sounds like a good kid. I think I'm gonna put him with the Fowlers, and I think they've had a wonderful year together, so let's hear it.
Let me do this. Okay, I'm gonna let Dave speak first. Yep.
Well, hello, I'm David Fowler, Senior. And Bobby has been with us since January, came in with the rest of you. And he's been a joy to have in our house. He's, you know, I think he'd never seen snow before, but he helped out shoveling snow and helped cut the grass and do other chores in the house. And one of them I think he liked in particular was walking our little dog, Sonic, right? And giving him treats. Every now and then there was, well, and I know one of the things I really enjoyed was when I got to help chaperone their trip to the zoo. And that was quite an experience with all these Chinese, you know, speaking kids around me. And I'm trying to help Laura keep track of them, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I think he'll agree with me. That was fun, though. I know sometimes the language barrier can be, you know, a little bit tricky. I remember one time just recently, I asked Bobby to give me a hand. And that's just an American expression to help. You know, when he, you know, gave me his hand. I mean, so, so it's a learn. We learn too. Can never get too old to learn. But it's been a pleasure having him in our house and this experience this year.
Okay, I'm Mrs. Fowler, Cassandra Fowler, and I really have enjoyed Bobby. He's mannerable, he's sociable, and he asks questions when he doesn't understand anything. And anytime I would ask him to do anything, he would jump to it. He's just been a great joy. He's done well at school. When we would ask him to participate in different activities with us, the majority of the time he would do it. Most of all, Bobby has been so independent. This kid rides his bike to school. When it stopped snowing, and Bobby seen we had 2 bikes, David fixed the bike, and Bobby's been riding that bike ever since. He rides it to school, he rides it over to Leslie's house, he rides it everywhere. And I said, well, Bobby, do you need me to take you somewhere? No, Mom, I can go. He rides his bike everywhere. He rode his bike here this evening. He plays basketball a lot. So we've really had a wonderful time with Bobby, and most of all, we really like the way he's interacted with our son. They go to 2 different schools. Our son is at Walnut Hills. And these kids, they were able to come together and connect. You know, they're from different cultures, but this program is about interacting different cultures and understanding American culture and David understanding Chinese culture. And I think they have really mastered that. They can talk and they can communicate, and then they can go their separate ways with their friends and so forth, but they can still come back together. He's participated in bowling, and David can probably share with you Bobby's first bowling experience. Remember, I think that was the first activity he did with us. So, in all, it's been a fantastic experience. And also meeting his family, I can see where his values come from. You know, his mother was at our house today, and we just had a wonderful time just interacting, and Bobby, of course, was translating. But I could tell that he was well raised.
Well, I'm David Fowler Jr., and as my mama said, when we went bowling, it was really fun. At first, like most people, when you play bowling, you're not going to be that good. You get a lot of gutter balls. That was basically what Bobby was like. But then in the second game, I was surprised. He got like 6 strikes, a couple spares.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure he would have won if I would have went against him. We also had fun. We rode our bikes down the Winton Woods. We played basketball. I'm not that good, but it was a fun experience. And it was pretty fun having Bobby around all the time.
Yeah, son.
All right, Bobby, you want to say something? Sure. Go ahead. Hold it close so we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit nervous. Okay. Yeah, I can.
Hold it close.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit nervous about that. Yes. First, I'm very thank you about my host parents. This half year take care about me, and yeah, thank for them permit me can ride back for everywhere I like to travel. And yeah, we got a very good relationship with my parents, and although one time we have argue with the humans, because in the night I come back, get it too late, and I break the rules, and it's not good. Because
That's your little brother.
Yeah. He's so naughty.
You're making the table.
Yeah, and later I recognized my mistake, and I promise I never back home too late. Yeah, I love my parents. Thank you for them. Thank you.
All right, and how about Christina and Bill Thomas? With Echo and Elaine. And Molly. You can come up again, Molly, if you'd like. Little sister Molly. I don't know where she went. Okay, so this is Christina.
Hello. We have had a good time with Echo and Elaine. They've been nothing but sweet, honest, lovely to have in the house. And they do chores for us. They've done everything we've asked. They've been really good house helpers and studied very well. They've played with our little Molly. They've played hide and go seek games, watched TV shows with her. So that's been fabulous. Our 19-year-old hasn't really been around the house, so they didn't really get to know her. But it's been a joy to have them in the house.
Just hold it close.
First of all, thank you for taking care of these 6 months and cook food every day. And you are good for us and respect for us, and you make me feel warmth of family. And last, thank you. Thank you. Daddy and Mom are so kind. When we arrived in America at the first day, they prepared a lot of special food to us, and they help us to know and learn more knowledge and culture about America. Thank you, Mom.
Good job. Okay, let's see. Laura Snow, Laura and Gregory Snow. So, Laura and Gregory Snow have been hosting Cindy and Rose this entire school year. And this is the first time I met Laura. Actually, she was teaching my son Ernest with a baseball cap on in a class. And then her friend had hosted before, so she called me up. And I could tell right away, super nice people, kind and loving. And they actually took in another student, Sky. Come on over, Sky. Sky's host mom has a medical condition. So I needed to very quickly find a host family. And I called on Laura and Gregory because I knew that they were, you know what I liked about them was Laura said, I know how important it is to cook a good meal for our students. I know what that means to them. That makes them feel more comfortable. She believes in cooking together and sharing good meals. And I think that says a lot. And so I thought that would be a good place for Sky to be. So yes, they have 3 in their home now. Changed the dynamic a little bit.
Hi there. This is the first time that we have ever hosted exchange students, and it has been an amazing time. It has been really good. I've loved getting to know Cindy and Rose, and I'm hoping to get to know Sky a little bit better, even though we have a very short period of time to spend with her. We have spent a lot of time laughing with Cindy and Rose. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times we just would be laughing at things, and definitely enjoying lots of food. I am an artist, and so we've done some art together, and definitely spent a lot of time in the kitchen together. Rose loves to cook. She's actually cooked some meals for me. I've learned some things from her about cooking Oriental or Asian food, and Cindy is, she says she has character like a boy. And in fact, she texted me, or she sent me an email, and it was really cute from the beginning. And I'm sorry, I'm embarrassing you, sweetie. But I told her that I have one daughter. We have 4 children. We have 3 boys and a girl. And my daughter has character like boy, too. So I understood. I took that as being like a tomboy. And so it has been a great fit. They really have enjoyed Emily, too. I wish she could be here tonight. She has loved the fact that she has been able to be a sister to sisters because she has brothers. And I'm sorry I embarrassed you. But it's been wonderful, and I cannot thank this program enough for the opportunity to be able to have them in our home. And Rose's mother is here, and it has just been very nice to get to know her, and it's just been wonderful. I just can't say enough good things about it, and so thank you.
One of the really strict rules that they told us, can you hear me? One of the really strict rules is no driving of cars. But the rules didn't say anything about a bobcat. And these girls loved bringing the firewood around in the bobcat and spinning it around and riding in the bucket. And they became farm girls pretty quick. It was a good time. We'll miss you.
Yeah. Cindy says, I'm first, seriously. Just like an American.
Oh, she says that a lot, seriously.
Seriously.
Can I say Chinese?
Well, you can do it in Chinese, yeah, because I think it's good for the parents to understand too. Yeah. Yep. Just hold it close, Cindy, so we can hear you. So they can hear you, your parents.
I'm nervous.
That's fair.
You can speak in Chinese.
家中挺好的吧，然后就刚来的时候就会觉得应该会遇到一个怎么说呢，就是应该就是不太好的吧，然后后面遇见了以后就发现我们家真的是把自己当亲的，就闺女在那边养的，就挺感动的，然后拽爸爸也对我们特别好，然后我说完。
其实就像经理说的一样，就是他对我们也就挺好的吧。没了，谢谢。
I haven't been with Miss Snow for a long time. I love the family. I still appreciate that everything you did for me. Thanks for your forgiveness. And in my mind, I really miss my last host family, Cindy. She was the best guy in the world. I hope she can get better. That's all.
I do have a secret about Sky too. She's also an awesome cook. So don't let her get away before she cooks with you, because she came to my house and cooked. And she inspired my kids, so good job. Thanks, guys. Girls, ladies, boys, whatever. Okay. And Shen, would you come up? Shen is hosting Peter. And Peter, wow, I have to tell you about Peter today. I picked him up first this morning. I picked up about 10 kids today. And Peter, I picked him up. He was ready to go before 8 o'clock. He came out and said, "I'm the first one, huh?" Just speaking English like that. And then he talked to me all the way home. And I thought, Peter, oh my goodness, your English skills. Yes, he seems really happy to be, he's doing a great job. I'm very proud of you, Peter. And he always says, "Hi, Laura," always. Super nice.
All right, this is my third year hosting. He actually started living with me in the beginning of April. It's a pleasure to have him. The only thing that I don't like is he's very quiet, so you can't feel like he actually lives in your house. So, and one thing I encourage him to do is actually try to communicate with my kid. And this is what I will try to have all those kids who come here. If your host family have the kid, you need to talk to them, because you learn English faster than talking to an adult, trust me, because the kids speak fast. So I don't have an issue. Unfortunately, I'm not able to host him till we leave, because I am going to Taiwan, and I'm also going to China to visit the student that I host previous 2 years. So hopefully I will have a great time. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, because I was debating I want to host any kid or not. So thanks, Laura.
You're welcome. I'm glad to invite you too. It worked out good. And Peter is going to move back into the family where he was before, and he loves them. He's comfortable there. We've already talked about it. They could not be here tonight, but they're going to take him for the remainder of the year. And don't let Peter get away with not talking, because he was nonstop on the way home today. He talks to me. I don't know why. He does a good job. Peter? Share that English. You got to hold it close though, Peter.
At March, I interchanged the host family. In this family, I can eat Chinese food. I can speak Chinese if I don't know the English. Although I live there 2 months, but I feel very happy. Thank you.
Good job. And Mary and Larry Bennett, they are also my neighbors, and they're hosting Candy and Francis. And just last Sunday, I moved Candy and Francis into Mary and Larry Bennett's house. They're Candy and Francis's previous host family. The mom was going to be away on vacation or for work business, and they were going to be gone during the day. So we felt like this would be a good change for the girls. And Mary and Larry Bennett have been wonderful. This has been great because I met them and I did not know them, and we are neighbors. So I walked over to their house, and I have to say, they were in the midst of kind of some craziness at their house, getting their whole electric redone in their house. I come over and say, is there any way you could take these two lovely girls? And Mary said, sure, why not? And Larry said, it's up to you, Mary. They're very open. They've hosted before. She said, Mary and Larry both said they miss hosting the Chinese students. So I'm very grateful that they opened their loving arms to these two lovely girls.
Yes, like she said, we've only had them for a week, actually a week today. But they are beautiful, lovely. We love them. They've been a great joy in our home. We really did miss hosting this year. So when we got them at the end of the year, it was like, wow, icing on the cake. So they have been a great joy this week, and we're really going to miss them. This is our third year hosting, so therefore we have kind of gotten used to having the kids around. The first student that we hosted is now at the University of Arizona. We stay in touch with him, he calls, he emails. So there's a bond there that can last a lifetime if we just make it work.
Go ahead, Candy. You can do it.
Because we just moved to this family a week ago, but they are very nice and patient for everything we need, everything we ask. But I really appreciate everything they have done for me, and thank you for picking me and Francis.
Now, Candy, she's the cook. Francis, she's the fashion guru. And we're enjoying them. They're good young ladies, and we wish them the best.
Francis, you can come on down. Come on down. And you're comfortable.
Although we've been in this family just for a week, but I had and I think I will have very good experience in this family because, as Candy said, they're very patient and they'll try their best to complete every requirements we have. They're very nice.
Thank you.
And how about Chris and Penny Tate? I'm so glad they showed up. They've been hosting Jerry and Jesse. And they have a really unique house. I was scared to drive there, quite honestly. I'm like to my husband, will you please go with me to this house? Because I don't know the way he described it. So they have this driveway that goes on, but it's awesome. And I have to say that I put Jesse with them because I read about Jesse liking to take pictures. And I thought, they've got the view to take pictures. And I think that's worked out really well.
Hello. First of all, Stella, it is fantastic to see you. I don't know if any of you who had me in tutoring told your parents what a mean person I was, but that's me. It was like tutoring your kids for science OGT. Also, just to mention something about the kids, it's wonderful to have Mr. and Mrs. Wong here from China. We got to spend some time with them. All right, so first of all, again, it was wonderful to spend time with them. And I've had so much fun with these guys. We have 30 acres over there in Coleraine, and I heat with firewood, which means that these guys were constantly out there working. And so, you know, every day they come home and they say, work? And I'm like, yeah, every day. Sure. So for a couple hours, we'd split firewood and we'd load firewood, and then we'd clean and we'd do this and that and the other. But it was fantastic hanging out with Jesse because he's a fantastic cook. I can't believe anybody can cook that well at 17. My own children who are in their 20s, no way, it just didn't happen. And Jerry is just such a pleasant, sweet child. He's so much fun to have around, and he's just the most polite and wonderful person. So it's absolutely been fantastic. I want to thank all the Chinese parents who make this possible, because ultimately I think it's not only you, but with Laura and everybody that makes this work out. and it's been a great experience for me, and I appreciate the fact that we can do this.
I just wanted to say that we actually have hosted foreign exchange students in the past, and it was not the best experience. So when my husband said, oh, we're going to have these 2 Chinese kids that are going to come live with us, I was like, no, we're not doing this again. But he convinced me, and so I have to say it has been a great experience this time. They're wonderful children, and I really appreciated learning about their culture and getting to know them. So, thank you.
I'll say that, but
Hold it close.
wait. At this time, I won't say that, but I don't think I will say so much. I just want to say thank you, my house parents, Dr. Tate and Mom. When we work together, play together, and sometimes argue together. And at the house, I do a lot of work, and at the same time, I messed up a lot of things, and sometimes I had the punishment. But when I talked to Dr. Tate, we like the long lost friends, and I'm very glad the half years life living with you.
I'm so glad I can be the children of them and stay with them for 6 months. My father, Dr. Tap, is my dad, Dr. Tap, is a funny guy. Always make us laugh, and he also teach us a lot of things. We working outside. We learn how to use chainsaw and something else to cut log. And my mom, she is a really nice guy. She always take care of us. I think these 6 months of American life will be a memorable and precious experience in my whole life. I really appreciate it.
Okay, and how about TG and Eden hosting Vicky and Sabrina? They're also neighbors of mine, but I did not know that. And when they inquired about hosting, and I went over there, and TG fed me a dinner. I was like, I'm not even hungry, and she puts this delicious bowl of pasta in front of me. So I sat in their living room and ate dinner with them, and we talked about hosting. And they're very kind, loving people. And Eden also went to China. So she's got that experience as well. And I know she's great with comfort level with exchange students and always tries to help them. So I think they've been a great family for Vicky and Sabrina.
Do you want to start? Aiden, you can start.
Okay, well, I'm probably be speaking on my mother's behalf too. We've been hosting students for 3 years now during the summer as well. This is the first time we've actually hosted 2 kids, well, teenagers. They've been really, really great. They're really respectful. They are also pretty independent. They cook all the time for themselves, but they also really appreciate my mom's cooking. I mean, who wouldn't? But so, yeah, they've been really great. Vicky has been a little bit more quiet, but she's also very, very nice. Sabrina is very extroverted and very talkative and aggressive, but like in the best way. So yeah, she's great. They're both great. It's really nice to see how they complement each other well and see how close they've gotten over the years. So it's been really nice to have them, and yeah.
I'm very happy to come here. I think I'm lucky, and I will miss you.
I'm happy to come here. And, I'm lucky to live in your home. And I think my host family is very nice, and they always care about us every time, and they can help us to make decisions in everything. So I will love you and I will miss you in the future.
Thank you. Okay, and Jay Malay, that is. She inquired about hosting, and I went over and found her to be super nice. She works right here locally, so it was going to be a nice fit. And I think Crystal and her have gotten along really well. I do have to say, she does call Crystal Grandma, which is hilarious. I'm not sure why. I think that's super funny. So at times, that's their little joke. And I kind of want to hear a little more about that, actually.
All right, how you guys doing? I'm going to tell my whole ordeal with me and my daughter here in Chinese. So let's start off with Jin Tian Nisa Min Yang Swa Ni. Okay. All right, so I gave birth to this beautiful young child here. She came out already 18 years old, or 17. And our experience has been great. She's well-mannered. We conversate. She teaches me Chinese. I teach her English, I guess. Well, the very first day she came, she had kind of like a cold, you know, like she was coughing. Her throat was hurting. And we were in the living room, and I said, Crystal, you want me to make you some tea? And she goes, no, not all Chinese people drink tea. So the next day, she comes in, she's like, can you make me some tea? I said, and it made me think about how children are in general, how we disobey like our parents, how we think they don't know what they're talking about, you know, and then the next day we come back and we regret what we said, and it's like we want, you know, help. We want help. So that was a good experience. And then you know, my whole deal with Crystal was I was like, you know, you're family, you're my daughter. And I've noticed that every time when I go somewhere, because I don't have any kids, that I find myself buying things or getting things for my daughter. Like whether I go out of town, whether I do, you know, whatever it is, I'm always thinking of her. So I hope that if I ever do eventually have kids, which I've never wanted kids, but if I do, I would like them to be like Crystal. Aww. So.
Host family is here, I think. She really takes care of me of everything. I will remember this experience forever. Thank you.
Okay, and I also have Denise and Art Holt with son AJ. AJ, did he disappear? I don't know where he went. And he did go outside. I just said, AJ, you're next. Oh my goodness, come on up, Denise. And her husband's not here tonight, and they're hosting Zeke, who has been here since the beginning of the year, and also Henry, and Henry is one of the IEUSA students. And my own kids are friends with AJ, he skipped out with my son. So, hear a little about Denise.
Hi. I'll let Zeke speak first.
That's a good idea. I like it.
So I want to say thank you to my host family, both the host family and the Fujikawa family, and they were nice to me, and I think and we had some conflict before, and I think we solved it, and we are good now, and I'm glad I stayed with them like for 8 months, and I just want to say thank you, and Yeah, thank you.
As he said, it started off really, really, really rocky, but eventually I think we kind of worked out our issues. It was challenging. This has been a challenge. I've had a host student before, but this was a challenge, a real challenge. And I think the age had something to do with it because he would always tell me, I'm an adult, I'm an adult. At that time he was 17, and when he turned 18, I'm an adult, I'm an adult. And the other one that we had, Henry, he was a shopaholic. He liked to shop all of the time. And they spent a lot of time at the Asian market. Every time they wanted to go somewhere, where are you going? To the Asian market, of course. So that's what they did most of the time. They were, like my son, lazy, very, 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 very lazy, but I got over that too. But as a whole, I'm gonna miss them. I did enjoy them most of the time after we got over our differences. So I will miss you when you leave. He's leaving on June 2nd. So I hope you will stay in touch with us. I miss you. All right.
Thank you. I also have Halima and Lawrence Money. Lawrence is not here tonight, and they have been amazing. Come on up, Halima. Now this is interesting. Halima and Lawrence called me, and I'm blanking. Your friends, I don't know why I'm blanking with your friend. Oh, she's not here tonight, that's why, because Shelly Hurd is hosting Isaac and Yu-Chen, or Anarchy, and she's not here tonight. And I know. Come on up, Tony, this is you. And so I moved Tony and Xiao into Halima and Lawrence's house, and they actually showed up at the host family orientation, but they were not a host family. And so when I needed a host family for a variety of reasons, I called them up, and Lawrence said, I knew you were gonna call. And I went to their house, and they are lovely people. Lawrence has traveled a whole ton, so he's really used to being around different people from different cultures, and they were just thrilled about this idea. They have a beautiful home, so I think it's worked out wonderfully. They've been amazing examples for Tony and Xiao, so let's hear what you have to say.
My husband would have been here, but he had a death in the family, so that's why he wasn't able to come. But this has really been an experience for us. It has had some challenges, but Tony is really a really good kid. He's just very quiet, and I'm still pulling things out, trying to get him to talk. He's just really, 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 really quiet. But hopefully, he's learned, some things from us, and I know that we've learned, some things, from them, the fact, that they're younger, they're the only ones in the house. All of our kids are grown, so they have the house basically to themselves. They have us to themselves. So hopefully they enjoyed it, and hopefully they'll continue to keep in contact with us, because we definitely want to keep in contact with them. And having the opportunity to meet his parents has been really wonderful. We did talk to them via internet prior to them coming, so we had an opportunity to see them on FaceTime and then do email, which was really helpful as well. So I really appreciated the experience, and I hope that one day you'll be more of a chatterbox.
Thank you for taking care of me and Xiao very well in the 5 months, and although Xiao is not here, and very thank you about making dinner for me, and take us to school and making dinner for me. I mean, making one dinner is easy, but making dinner for 5 months is a hard job for everyone. I also want to thank you about you cleaning our clothes every week. So thank you.
Okay, and I just want to thank everybody for coming up because I know we kind of put you on the spot there. But also, I hope that all of you students know that whenever you come back to America, you heard it, you have homes that you can visit, you are welcome. Same with me, I told Constance today, if any of you go to a university near us, I would love to have you come over. I love having guests, I think all of us feel the same way. This has been an amazing, unique experience in getting to know one another and hearing some of the challenges and sharing some of the challenges because the communication gap and all sorts of different things that come up. So thank you for sharing what we've learned together, and I hope that you're open to doing maybe exchange again sometime, and that if we come to China, that we can come see you because you never know who's going to show up. We might show up. Yep. So thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your night.